Hello and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys all enjoyed Vlogmas and had a good Christmas if you celebrate. But today I wanted to round up my makeup favorites for 2022, kind of close out the year because, you know, 2023 is in a couple of days. So I wanted to share the things I've been loving and reaching for every single day. These have now become like staple products. I have quite a few of them, so I'm going to try to keep each description and why I love them like really short so that this video isn't super long. I'll have all the products that I mentioned linked down in the description box below. So let's get started. I feel like it was like the year of the tinted moisturizers and tints, for me at least. I feel like it was for a lot of us. So there were 3 products for me that really stood out, and none of them are going to be coming to a surprise to you if you watch my videos at all. The first one's the Ilia Super Serum Skin Tint. I actually have this in 2 different shades. Because I like it so much. I want to be able to use it all year round. It's like makeup and skincare in one, so super pretty, super glowy looking, but then also really hydrating. It has niacinamide and hyaluronic acid, squalene, all the good things for your skin. So really love this, and I can always count on it to make my skin look really pretty. The next one is super similar. It's the Saie Slip Tint. I don't believe that this has any like really skincare benefits besides like SPF in it, like the Ilia one does, but it's still super pretty, super glowy. Your skin literally looks like wet, hydrated, healthy in this. So if you like a really glowy base, this is perfect for you. I just feel like it makes my skin look super pretty, evens out my skin tone just enough, and then other products kind of melt into it and blend really nicely into it as well. And the last one is the Merit the Minimalist. This one was kind of actually a surprising favorite for me because I thought that I wouldn't like a stick kind of like foundation like this, but it's very different than any kind of stick foundation or concealer that I've tried. They say it's kind of 2-in-1, so you can just basically use it wherever you feel like you need the coverage. It's perfect for every day, kind of like on the go when you don't want to really put makeup on but you feel like you just need to like even out a little bit and feel a little bit more confident. And I don't really know how they did it with like a stick formula, because usually I feel like stick formulas are kind of more thicker, and from my experience a little bit more drier too, but this just like blends so beautifully into the skin with either your fingers or a brush or a beauty blender and gives you that like perfect skin-like finish. And I feel like it even has like a little bit of glow, like it just perfects my skin and just makes it look like that much more healthy, even though you're usually using like such a little amount of it. So love that. I feel like 2 of the brands that I've like really deep dived into and discovered this year was Ilia and Merit. I feel like they're very similar brands in like their aesthetic and what they kind of believe in. It's like a very minimalist brand, like good for your skin ingredients. I've done full face videos of both of them and I've loved like every single thing that I've tried from them. So definitely like 2 of my new go-to brands. We're gonna move into bronzers. This is the NARS Laguna Bronzing Cream. I just have this in the lightest shade. Hands down, this is my new favorite cream bronzer of all time. It's just super creamy, super like light, not too overly pigmented, and super easy to blend out on your skin. I feel like the tone of it's perfect. It's very like middle road, neutral. It's not too warm, not too cool, so it's not like a contour or it's not like a very orangey warm bronzer. It's kind of just enough to like give your face some like definition, add a little bit of like life and warmth into your skin, and just like livens you up a little bit. And if you feel like you need more warmth, you can always just go over it with like a powder bronzer to warm it up even more, but this is just like a good first step to give you that definition, and it's just like an easy foolproof bronzer. So I'm obsessed with that. A powder bronzer that I've been loving is the Ilia Nightlight Bronzing Powder. I have this in Drawn in, I believe, also the lightest shade. Again, it's just a super pretty tone for just an everyday bronzer, not too warm, not too cool. It's not like overly pigmented at all, so you can just do like 1 layer for like an everyday makeup, or you can just keep layering it as well. And I feel like the more you layer it, the more intense you get, so it's definitely buildable. I feel like it's just one of those like staple bronzers that you just know is always going to work, no matter if you want it to be lighter or a little bit more intense. Okay, onto blush. I have two cream blushes that I've been loving. They're both from Ilia. I feel like they just make like the perfect cream products. So the first one is the multi-stick, and specifically in Dreamer. I do have this in two shades, but my favorite is the Dreamer one. It's like a warm terracotta-y red tone, and I just love this color on my skin tone for every day. It's a great, just like every day to warm up the cheeks, but still like a neutral. It's not like a bright pink or a bright red. It's just very like natural and beautiful on the skin. And then a newer discovery for me is the Color Haze Multi-Use Pigment. I have this on my cheeks and my lips today, and the shade is Before Today, but I just love this formula. It's like super silky smooth, and I feel like it definitely like packs a punch. That's what I love about both of these products. They look very beautiful and like natural on the skin, but they definitely show up. For every day I want something super like quick and easy. I don't want something to look like too light so that you have to work on like building it up too much and applying a lot of product. But both of these Ilia products are like pigmented enough to be able to just like apply once and actually be able to see the color and actually have good color payoff. For a powder blush, this is the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Cheek to Chic, and this is the shade Pillow Talk. I feel like all the Pillow Talk shades in like the lips and the cheeks and everything, they're all very good like everyday universal shades. So it's just a really pretty shade. I like the little bit of like highlighter in the middle, so it does have a little bit of a glow to it. I love the color for my skin tone. It's a really pretty shade just by itself, but I also like to use this as kind of like a topper to set in my blush. So a lot of times I'll do the Ilia Dreamer multi-stick on my cheeks and then kind of like top it with this to set it in, and I've just been really liking that combination. So I feel like just all around a really beautiful product. And I just wanted to mention this powder blush because I've really been loving it. I thought I would only really like it in the summertime because it's a bright pink. It's the Benefit Krista blush, but I also have been liking it in the winter because it's kind of that like I'm cold look that's been going around. And I did do an I'm cold like tutorial video, and this is the blush that I used, so I really do like it for that look. It's like the perfect like I'm rosy cold. It's really cute on the cheeks and like the nose. So I just think it's a really cute bright blush. It does have a little bit of shimmer in it. I just think it's fun and different, and especially like a little bit brighter than I normally go with my makeup, but I've just been loving it and having some fun with it. I'm not a huge highlighter girl. I want to look glowy and dewy, but I'd rather do that through like the skin tint I'm wearing, or like actually get that glow through skincare. But I really loved this Merit Day Glow Highlighting Balm. I have this one in Citrine, so it's more of a like goldy color, but it's really pretty. I feel like it's a highlighter that should be like talked about more, because I was actually blown away by how like wet it looks on your skin. It's truly one of those like lit from within. It's not like a chunky glitter at all. It doesn't have like, when you put it on, you don't get that stripe of like a highlighter. It just makes your skin look super healthy and literally wet. Super easy to blend out and not sticky at all. Your hair doesn't like stick in it or anything like I feel like some stick highlighters do. So yeah, love this. And then last face product is the Ilia Soft Focus Finishing Powder. It's just a translucent powder. It is like white in the tin, but what I love about this is how like finely milled it is. It's like such like small particles. I feel like it's like blends into the skin really nicely and almost gives you this more like airbrushed look wherever you apply it. It definitely makes my makeup last all day as well, and it even like brightens a little bit. So I'll like pack this underneath my eyes, and I feel like my under eyes just look brighter. So it does have a little bit of like brightening to it as well. And then it's also talc free as well. So super like clean product. It's nice to see like a loose powder that has like no talc in it whatsoever, and it still works really well. Then for brows, the first one is also kind of a more new to me one, but I already know that I just love it. This is the ColourPop brow pencil, and I have this in light brown. I was really looking for something to replace my brow wiz, and I feel like this definitely has. It's cheaper, and I think I even like the outcome better. It's a softer pencil. It's not too soft where it like rubs off at all, but I feel like it's just a little bit softer than the brow wiz. You get more of like a natural brow with it. I feel like it just like blends out really beautifully. It literally doesn't look like you actually penciled in anything. I'll just fill in my little sparse areas, blend it out with the spoolie on the other end, and my brows just look thicker, but still super natural, not overdone, not like penciled in, just fuller. So, new favorite brow pencil, love this. And like I said, very affordable. And then 2 brow gels I really loved. I use the Merit one almost every day. This one is a tinted brow gel. So I have this in brown, so it does have a little bit of color to it. So I use this a lot on the days that I don't want to like fill my brows in with a pencil or anything. I'm going super natural. So I just run this through the brows quick just to add like some thickness and to get the hairs to like sit where I want them to. I love like the size of the spoolie. It's not like teensy where it takes more time. It's like a nice full brush, so it's just like super quick and easy. But I would say that it's not like the most hold brow gel at all. It's kind of just like a more light hold, but makes your brows look nice and like fluffy and thicker for every day. But then one that I feel like does do that more cemented brow feeling, it like as you move your eyebrow feeling, is the Brow Fix from Charlotte Tilbury. This one is clear, so no tint to it at all. I feel like this is another like underrated product. I haven't really heard much about it at all. I just got it in one of the Charlotte Tilbury mystery boxes because it does give you that like glued eyebrow, but you don't have to deal with like getting a spoolie or anything like that. It's literally already in there, so you just can grab it and go. So a lot easier and quicker than like the Brow Freeze from Anastasia, stuff like that, Soap Brow, things like that. So I really love it. It's very high hold. And the thing that's different is the like little teeny bristles on it. Like I don't think I've ever seen a spoolie like that. It really grabs each and every hair. So really great clear brow gel. Definitely love it more than the Anastasia clear brow gel. And then onto eyes, I had 2 like standout eyeshadow palettes. The first one is the Chocolate Brown Huda Beauty palette. I don't know, something about this palette I just love. I think it's unique. It's like a neutral brown palette, but I just feel like it's just more unique than the ones I kind of see around. It's a lot more like pigmented. I feel like they show up on the eyes a lot more, but still super easy to blend out, so it's not like you get like overboard or it's hard to apply because it's more pigmented. They all have a little bit of like a plummy undertone instead of being super orangey. And the shimmers are super unique because they're like gold or brown, but they do have like flecks of like the purple in them, so just super unique. I just feel like it's super pretty, and I also love the size of it, super easy to travel with. The other one is the Charlotte Tilbury Instant Eye palette. Smoky Eyes Are Forever. I also got this in my Charlotte Tilbury mystery box, and before that I never tried Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadows before, but I always saw like how pretty they were, so I was really excited to get this. I definitely feel like they're worth the hype, not overrated at all. They're super pretty. These are perfect like one and done shadows too, because they're just so shimmery and so pretty that you can just like pop it on the lid for a little one and done shadow, and they're pretty by themselves. Otherwise, doing like a full glam look with these is gorgeous as well. So it was kind of my year of discovering Charlotte Tilbury shadows, and they're now like staples in my makeup collection. I would love to get like a smaller one as well for travel, but just so pretty. I do love how this one has like the 4 different looks, light pinks here, green shades here, and then like red shades, and then more like purpley. So lots and lots of options for different kinds of looks in here, and just so pretty. Like when I look at this actually like gets me excited about makeup. And then last thing for eyes is the Ilia Fullest Volumizing Mascara. I always say this is just like the clean version of the Better Than Sex mascara. Like the wand literally looks like the same than the Better Than Sex one. It puts a nice thick coat on, which is something that I like. And if you love the Better Than Sex mascara or ones like that one, and you're going to buy like a refill, I would just go for this one because it's clean and good for your lashes and your eyes. For lips, there's 2 lip liners that I've been really gravitating towards. This is the Anastasia lip liner in Deep Taupe. It's a really pretty like fall and winter shade. It's a really pretty like deeper nude shade. And this one is like more of a pencil that you actually sharpen. It's definitely a little bit more like dry, but because of that, it does actually last on your lips. I also really have loved the Rare Beauty Kind Words matte lip liner, and this one is in Fun. I love this formula, but kind of like opposite of the Anastasia one. This one is a little bit more like creamy, so I do find that this one rubs off on me a little bit easier, but it's still like super pretty. I still really love it. I love the color of it, but I do this one more for like every day and when I can, like, you know, apply it throughout the day. And then I tend to go for the Anastasia one when I actually need it to like last on me. So two great lip liners to have for kind of like any occasion. I haven't really been wearing like any like full-on lipsticks this year. I feel like I'm more in my natural makeup era. But I have been really liking the Lifter Gloss from Maybelline. Super affordable. I feel like it's just as pretty, just as creamy and glossy as like the gloss bombs from Fenty. I have this one in Stone, but I'll definitely grab a couple more shades of this as well. This one's more of like a brownie nude. Super pretty everyday shade. It does have hyaluronic acid in it as well, and I do feel like it's nice and hydrating. A couple times I've forgotten like a lip balm when I was out and about, and I applied this just to like have something on my lips because they like hurt because they were chapped. And I definitely feel like it hydrated them and made them not like hurt anymore. So love that. Last but not least, I want to mention the Rhode Peptide Lip Treatment because I wear these every day. I have all three scents of these. The watermelon, the salted caramel, and I also have the unscented, but I feel like it started smelling kind of weird, honestly. So I had to throw that one away. It just smelled like gross feet or something. It was really weird. But these other two smell really good. My favorite is the salted caramel, but this is just super hydrating, kind of plumps up your lips a little bit. Super glossy. I have one in my bag, I have one at my desk, so I use these a lot, and they're really pretty just to apply a little bit of lip liner and then this over with no other like lip color or anything, and it looks like a lip gloss. So been loving these as well, besides the fact that that one got like funky smelling. That was weird. Okay, so that is all of my makeup favorites for 2022. Things that I literally use like every single day, new staples in my makeup collection. Like I said, I'll have everything linked down below, and comment down below any of your 2022 makeup favorites, anything that you feel like I really need to try. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you later this week for a New Year's Eve look. Bye!